Hey everyone, welcome to the LEGO Machine Community Podcast, where we talk to veteran LEGO Machine builders about themselves, what they're up to, and the community. I'm your host Mika, also known as TurtleLegoProductions, and we're here with Soren from Productions. Now, if you don't know Soren, he created his channel on November 4th, 2014, and mainly uploaded pinball machines and stop-motion animations 4 to 5 years ago. Now, we had a conversation about the community earlier on in the year, and this conversation actually inspired this podcast. So that's where we're here now. So, Soren, how are you doing?
I'm pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good as well. So, first question is, when did you get started and why?
So I started back in 2014 because, like many other people, I saw, Astonishing Studios, ElectryDragonite, Billund, and like Brick Freak 79. Those were like the four people who I really watched back then, and I really just thought like, yo, like Lego machines are super cool. Like I just want to make my own, and that's how it started.
Yeah. I those names just bring back memories like Billund and Brick Freak 79. Like those were the good days back then. I
Yeah.
remember those days. Second question. Do you have any builders that have inspired you over the years?
Um, Honestly, like many builders have like come and gone, and I haven't really kept in with the community as much in recent years. But I've always watched Astonishing Studios videos. I've always just been like, dude, this guy's creations are just amazing. Like, and he always has quality over quantity. Like, he posts, not very much, but obviously, whenever he does, it's like incredible. Also, Lego with 777, Basketball 99, they have some pretty cool ones. I remember one time I logged on to my old account and I saw, I think it was like the Slam winner, and I was just like, yo, like that's out of this world crazy. And it's all mechanical too.
Yeah. Lego is 777 and Basketball are 99. Like a few years ago, they just really stepped up their game and like their mechanisms and everything were just like mind blowing compared to what people were making back then. Like we had a conversation about this with another builder that like the mechanisms back then were just like push and pull locking arm mechanisms, just the same stuff. Like people didn't innovate, and then I really think like they started to really innovate their mechanisms, and a lot of people started to get into that mechanism building, especially this new generation. Like there's some builders that have made some really crazy mechanisms and they've only been here for like under 2 years. It's crazy how much they've improved.
Yeah. And no, it's also like really cool because for me, whenever I see like a new mechanism, I'd be like, oh, this is like peak. Like you cannot innovate more than this. And then someone would innovate more than that, and I'd be like, oh, like it just keeps going and going. So, but yeah.
Yeah, there's really no limit. It's just whatever people can come up with. There's so many opportunities, so many options, and you just got to figure it out, but that's the hard part.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, and third question is, what do you struggle with the most when building machines?
Ooh, I gotta say design. My designs weren't really super, I guess, innovative. I'd kind of just go with stripes or like something plain, but um, it's probably design. But yeah,
Yeah, I can agree with that as well. Like designs were the hardest thing for me to figure out. Like I didn't want to copy off of other people. I think I did kind of for like a little bit with Astonishing Studios when he started to make these like wacky designs. We're gonna be talking a lot about Astonishing Studios in this
oh yeah,
series, but yeah, I've always struggled with it, and it's been really stressful to be honest to figure out designs and stuff, but when it comes down to it, you just gotta try stuff out. Just put brick after brick, just try out different things, and eventually you'll come up with something. I think some advice for some builders is to just not overthink it. Just start building, do whatever you want, and eventually it'll come to you. But doing some pre-planning also does help. But
yeah.
it's just all about the thought process and researching designs. And next question is, what is your favorite part of the community?
Honestly, like this doesn't just apply to the Lego community, but I think it applies to every community. But that's just how it unites people who never had anything in common, but we all have something to share. Like for most people who used to build in like the Lego machine community have gotten older now, obviously, but it's still something that sticks with people, and it's still something that can all make us like talk about like, oh, look at this, and oh, look at this, and it's like everyone can bond on that, you know. And so I feel like just the unity and the coming together just makes it the community that it is.
Yeah, definitely. Like even for me, I haven't been like uploading as much as I used to, but it's just the community that keeps bringing me back. Like it's just like this tight knit community, unlike any other community, that's like almost everyone knows each other, and that's a really cool part of it. That a lot of other communities don't really have. They've got these larger communities where there's lots of people, they like the same topics, but you don't really get to know too many people. So this community is such a special place, and I think for that reason I'm still here because of that.
Hmm. And I think that because of how small it is, like I mean, it's not that big of a community, obviously, but I feel like because of how small it is, it creates more of a connection, and it's on a deeper level, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah,
But
for sure. And then a next question is, how has machine building helped you in life?
I gotta say, it's helped me with problem solving skills, and just really, it's given me patience because I know every person who has ever built Lego machines has always experienced when it jams or like a mechanism doesn't work or like you don't like the design or just whatever, and you're just like, okay, well now I have to redo this or whatever, and it gives you that problem solving skill, and I feel like that's something that I've carried with me ever since that.
Yeah, yeah. There's honestly so many skills that a lot of us are not even aware of that have been developed through building machines. And like even doing this podcast, you really get to like realize how much of an impact it's made on your life. Even if like you haven't been building too much lately, but like just the fact that it's like helped you with patience and problem solving, and it's really cool how it's affected you that way.
Yeah, for sure. Also, it's the original thing that got me into filmmaking, and so I go to a filmmaking school, and that's something like I wouldn't be where I am now without it, you know. And so I feel like that's what jump started it, and it kind of gave me a sense of competition to kind of always like have a better machine or always like make my editing better or whatever. And it's like in that you kind of build upon yourself too.
Yeah, that's so cool. And then next question is, do you have any lessons you've learned over the years while participating in the Lego Machine community?
Honestly, just have fun with it. I mean, it's no, like nothing in my opinion is gonna last forever. So while you're doing it, enjoy it to your maximum capacity. Just um, and yeah, just honestly share ideas, like gain inspiration, give inspiration. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, I'd say I've been the other way. I've been like too stressed out about it. I've always tried to make my machines better, make my videos better, and over time that it's just made me not enjoy it as much as I used to because I'm just so focused on making it so good. But like in the past, I would just make whatever like ball games just to have fun, just to build, and I think that's a large part of it that a lot of people don't really realize until they've done like years of it, and realize like just how much time and effort they've put into machines versus the amount of like joy they've gotten out of it. What type of machine would you like to see someone make in the community?
Ooh, maybe like a poster machine.
A
I think
poster
that would be
machine.
cool. Yeah.
Like, what do you mean by that?
Like posters are rolled up in like a little tube like cylinder. You could just have like a really like wide machine or it could be like really vertical or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that would be pretty cool. It I add on to that, if it was like Mindstorms or something, you can like pick which genre or whatever of movie, and like action or romance or sci-fi or whatever, and like you choose that option and either surprise or you're trying to buy the poster you want. Yeah, I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I would like to see that happen. Like, or I guess I don't know if anyone's done it, but like a blockbuster machine type of thing.
Blockbuster machine. And what do you mean by that?
Like you design it all blue, and then you have like the blockbuster logo, and then you can pick out like what movie you want. But it
Oh,
would be like
okay.
old movies, like from the
Yeah,
80s. I don't know.
yeah, that would be
Someone
cool.
can figure that out.
There's a lot of ideas that many people haven't thought of, and I feel like people focus too much on trying to come up with new ideas, but like that would be like YouTube friendly. Like they'd get attention from that, but like in the previous years of the community, we just build whatever we want, and that we got a lot of new ideas because of that. Um, I feel like nowadays it's more about like or innovating machines rather than inventing. You occasionally see the inventing machines, but for like innovation, say Astonishing Studios, like he's really innovating machines. He's innovating the vending machine and the user experience of them. So it is cool to see that, but it's also cool to see new machines. And with these new machines, you can innovate those machines, and then it could potentially be something new.
Yeah, definitely.
And now we are going on to a personal question, which is, what are you up to nowadays?
So nowadays, I'm a junior in high school, and pretty much I I urban climb, which is urban climb and I'm a photographer, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So I how do I put this into words? Like street photography, pretty much.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Put it that way. Yeah. But that's what I'm up to.
All right, that sounds cool.
Yeah, for sure.
And now we are on to the main part of the podcast. So, what are your opinions on the past Lego Machine community?
So my opinion on the community in general, or I mean, I guess the past community is like I feel like it peaked in like 2015, 2016, and that's kind of when you saw like a lot of OG people kind of just take a break, and then I feel like it went down a bit with a lot of deactive people. But I honestly don't know where I'll see it in the future, just simply because um, the only people I really see being innovative are like Astonishing Studios and occasionally like Lego Wiz or someone like that. And they don't really post that much. And so I feel like in order for it to go back to where it was at one point, there has to be someone new that's just as innovative, but that also has like the same production quality and same like uh, push to, I guess, make something that big, if that makes sense. Um, because it's hard to see, it's hard to figure out like new ideas. I feel like now, I mean, a lot of ideas have already been pursued, but I feel like the same level of creativity isn't where it used to be.
So, what are your opinions on the current Lego Machine community?
So the current Lego Machine community, I feel like it's okay. I feel like the community has definitely been in a better situation, but I feel like right now, like I feel like all of like the good, like really good creators, they obviously don't post as much in my opinion, and so I feel like all the lower creators that are either getting started or who haven't been in the community for very long, I feel like they haven't fully expanded their creativity, and so I think at the moment it's not in its best place. But that's my opinion.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that. There's a lot of opinions on it, but I think it also goes with just having that experience of what it was like before, it definitely changes your perception versus someone who's in it right now.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's hard to compare perspective from someone who was in it like 6 years ago compared to now, and so I feel like that's all just a personal level type of thing.
Yeah. Um, so what do you think of the future of the community based on what you've said?
Um, to be honest, I don't quite know, just because you can't predict the future, but I really think that either someone new is going to come out with like some crazy idea or whatever, and I think they're like new people have to come in, or the people who are just coming into the community are going to improve and obviously get better, and they will take the stage. But I feel like right now there's no one that has done that yet.
Yeah, I can see your point. But I've also found that like starting from like the very beginning of the community, like people used to make these like really simple machines, and it took a few years until we got to what we call the golden age of the Lego machine community, where all these designs and machines were being made. But I think it would be like the same timeline for them. Like they start off with these simple machines, and eventually they grow into these cool new machines that are similar to like what we say were the best machines in the community at the time.
Hmm.
So it's really ambiguous for what the answer will be, but it's really up to the younger generation to figure that out.
Yeah, because I mean, they have so much time to figure that out, which I'm not really worried, but um, I guess it's something to just look back on and just see what happens.
Yeah, yeah. Do you have anything else to add on to anything?
I was gonna say you should ask people what their favorite like build is.
Favorite build? I actually asked that in a previous one. Uh, Deflecting that back to you, what is your favorite machine?
Ooh, okay. It's uh it's probably gonna be like a surprise, but like my favorite machine is probably ElectryDragonite's Lego Pinball Machine version 4. I really like that one. One, because it's nostalgic. Two, because of the design. It's like super colorful, and I tried to inspire a lot of my builds out of it. And three, I just feel like it's just like a solid build. Like it's like it's just super solid, and because of the nostalgia factor, and because of how much I tried to like base some of my own machines off of it, like I feel like it's unbeatable.
Yeah, there's definitely been a lot of people that have been inspired by ElectryDragonite and Astonishing Studios, so it's no surprise, but it definitely means definitely means something to a lot of builders.
Yeah. I remember when he flew out to Denmark and they filmed that video, I was just like, no way, like these people are like collabing, but yeah.
Yeah, that was a cool experience to see. Like this community was going on for how many years? Like 5 or 6, and like there hasn't really been any like actual collaborations with people. So when these two like what two of the biggest people at the time would collaborate together for one video, that was so cool to see in the community, and it was a pretty big step in the community. Haven't really seen that too much happen anymore, but I think it would definitely be cool to see that happen again, especially with some new builders.
Yeah. But I guess we'll wait and see.
Yeah. Well, that is it for our time and our questions. Thank you so much, Soren, for coming out today.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was a fun time.
For sure, for sure. I can't wait to see what other people have to say.
Yeah, there's a lot of perspectives in the community. It's a cool experience.
For sure, for sure. All
All
right.
right. Well, that was
Thank-
it for this episode of the Lego Machine Community Podcast. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next episode.